Okay guys, so today in this video we're going to be talking about consonant LE. And consonant LE is just a way that we can break words, especially multisyllabic words. As we learn more about consonant LE, you're going to see some patterns in these words that we have already talked about, which is great because after we learn this skill, we will go on to coding multisyllabic words, which means we'll have words that are larger, that we use all the skills that we learned in first grade, and we can break those words down into pieces. We can do R controlled. We can pick out if the vowel is long or short. We can see those vowel teams. We can use all of our skills combined to break down words. And the last piece of that puzzle that we need to learn is called consonant LE. Another thing that people call it is final stable syllable. A cool fact about these words, these consonant LE or these final stable syllable words, is that they're going to be in multisyllabic words. So words that have more than one syllable. And we're going to take a look at those in just a second. So here are some words. These are all multisyllabic words. These are words that have more than one syllable. So I will read them to us, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how to find this consonant LE or this final stable syllable pattern. There's 3 ways that we can have final stable syllable, that sound. And the sound is ul. Okay? There's 3 ways we can make that ul sound at the end of a syllable. LE, AL, and EL. Okay? LE, EL, and AL. So we can see on the page that we have all of those patterns right here. Okay? And we're going to use final stable syllable consonant LE to help us code these words. So let's take a look at the first word here. Apple. Apple. How many syllables are in apple? Apple. 2 syllables in apple. Where does it split? Well, we know that we can split multisyllabic words in between double letters, but we also are learning about consonant LE. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and split apple. Let's make that bigger so that we can see it. I'll go ahead and split apple by its syllables right here in between the 2 P's. Apple. And now I will add the coding for a final stable syllable. I take this LE and I mark it off with a big L. Here's my consonant LE. Does everybody see that? The P is the consonant in this final syllable. And we've got LE. So we have the word apple. We decided that it was 2 syllables. We went ahead and split those syllables. Apple. Then we looked at the final syllable, the last syllable, and decided that it was consonant LE. Consonant LE. Let's try another one. So let's look at this word right here. We're going to do wiggle. I'm going to kind of jump around a little bit to wiggle. How many syllables are in wiggle? Wiggle. So I've got 2 syllables in wiggle. Where can I split those syllables? Wiggle. I know that I can split syllables in between a double letter. So I'll split them right there. Wiggle. I'm going to ignore the first syllable. We'll talk about that one when we do multisyllabic words. We're only looking for our final stable syllable consonant LE pattern. So let's look at the end. In the final syllable, that's where I'm looking for this pattern, I have consonant LE. So I'm going to grab one of my L's and bring it over so that I can mark my LE. And now I've got consonant LE. All right. And remember that the LE makes the ul sound. So when we read this word, we read it as wiggle. Wiggle. Okay? L-E. Now I said that there's other ways to make that L-E sound. And we can use A-L or we can use E-L. Let's look at E-L real quickly. This word is kernel. Everybody go ahead and say kernel. How many syllables are in kernel? Kernel. So I have 2 syllables in kernel, not 3. 2 syllables in kernel. So what I'm going to do is divide the word where I hear the syllables kernel in between the R and the N. And let's draw that so that we can see a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Now I have to look at the final syllable and see if it has my final stable syllable pattern. I see my E-L, which is the same deal as L-E. It's the same, it falls under the same rule. And I see my consonant. So yes, I do have the consonant E-L, consonant L-E, final stable syllable pattern. So I'll go ahead and bring over my L and drop it right there to separate my consonant from my ending sound ul. Now when I read this word, I know that it's kernel. All right, let's hop down here to metal. Metal. The last way to make the final stable syllable sound is A-L. A-L. So when I look at the word metal, I am already kind of tipped off because A-L is down there at the end. But let's do the whole thing. Let's check and make sure that we're right. So the word is metal. How many syllables? Metal. 2 syllables. Where do I need to split my syllable? I need to split it in between the E and the D. Metal. All right. Now I'm looking at my final syllable here, and I'm looking for that pattern of consonant and then A-L, E-L, or L-E. I have A-L right here, so I can bring over my big L to mark it off. Now when I read it, it's me-d-ul. Okay, and remember, E-L, L-E, and A-L are making that ul sound. So split your syllable, look at the last syllable for your consonant A-L, E-L, or L-E pattern. Let's do the last word here, total. Total. So the word total, how many syllables? Total. There's 2 syllables in total. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and separate the syllables. Then I'm going to look at the final syllable. Do I have that consonant pattern? Yes, I do. T is a consonant. It's not a vowel. So it goes right here. Consonant A-L. Now when I read the word, I know that it's total. All right. Very good job looking and coding these words. Just a couple of reminders. When we're doing final stable syllable, it's only going to be in words that have more than 1 syllable because it has to be at the ending syllable. So don't try to do this with a sight word. It's not going to work out for us. It's going to be too little. CVC words are too little. We're looking for only words that have more than 1 syllable. This pattern shows up in the last syllable only. This pattern shows up in the last syllable only. So don't look for this pattern at the beginning. You're not going to find it. The last syllable only. And our pattern is consonant and then L-E, E-L, or A-L. But the shorthand for that is consonant, L-E, or final stable syllable. All right, well, thank you for learning that with me for our introductory lesson to E-L, L-E, and A-L, to final stable syllable, and I will see you next time.